Hey, it's James from Finney Electrical. On today's video, we're back at the bathroom doing the second fix on it. So we're going to be getting everything powered up, like the lighting in there, there's like LED strip, there's a few mirrors to power up. So I haven't seen the job yet, and they've got the bathroom fitted here now, so let's see where it's at. Alright then, so we've got a 3-gang switch to go on over here. Got his controller in, he's got his cables out nicely, well done there. So what have we got? We've got the little sensor there, we've got the actual mat itself. So when the controller switches, that'll come live and the mat will kick in. Little fuse spur down there to power it up. How you doing then, buddy?
Yeah, good.
Good. So this is Nate and ND Plumbing. Doing some nice tiling there. So we've got his fan to go in. Nate hasn't quite done the shower light yet, but that's to go in as well. So we might have to bob back actually, but let's have a look then. So we can do the fan, little mirror light to go on. It's tiled that wall, that cable's hanging out, so do that mirror there. She hasn't done the floor yet, so that mat's just rolled up and the cable's running. So again, that'll go underneath the tiles and warm the floor. A little LED strip to go in, so just put the profile in. So all I have to do is get the LED strip soldered onto that, stuck him in, get the little diffuser on, that'll be that done. The first thing we'll start on is the controller. So what we'll do is a little sensor that wires into the controller. You've got the heater cable which wires in, and then you've got the feed side which just powers it up. That's fed from down here, so there's 2 cables here. So one goes up to your controller and one actually powers up from here. So we've basically taken off this socket. You'll have a little switch fuse spare here which will then turn it on, which goes up to here and powers up your controller. So we'll go through that now. So we're going to start the controller first. So what we're going to do is just wire in the sensor, the cable that's going to power it up, and the actual mat itself. We'll leave the switch off because obviously it's just coiled up at the moment. So Nate can turn it on basically when it's all set and laid in. So your terminals, so you've got live and neutral in, that powers it up. Then you've got the heater itself, 3 and 4, and then you've got the little sensor, 6 and 7. So you just wire into those terminals there and then screw them back. So that's all wired up now, so we've got earth in, we've got the little sensor wired in, you've got your underfloor heating cables and your mains in, so that's line and neutral in. So we'll just get this screwed back now. We've got the plating installed as well. We've had to notch a bit out the back of the box just because it's there'll be no room for it. So them cables will just kind of bunch up here. So let's get this pushed back now. That's the controller installed, that's looking brilliant. So once that's powered up down there, little LED screen will come on, and then we can program the date, time, that kind of thing. Well, obviously we're not going to program it yet because if you turn it on, it'll just you could start heating, and you don't want it heating if it's not even laid in yet. So that's going to bring the sensor into the middle of the room and lay this mat out. So we'll just wire the switch up now, and we'll leave the switch off and the fuse out just so it can't be turned on. And then, like I said, once it's done that, we can you can power it up and program it. So next we have to wire up is the shower lights. We'll take you through that. So here's the actual rain bit of the shower light. So that's where the water comes out of. It's got like a little, it's got a shower pump switch. So your water comes in there and then it kind of disperses through, and that's how you get your shower. But there's like a little screw-in attachment which is a switch, which is pretty cool. So the actual pressure, the water pressure, flicks a little switch and then just connects permanent light to switch live, and then that switches on your light in the shower basically. So it's nicely done. So that's the little drive we've got to wire in. So it's the main side, this side, so we've got to permanently power that end. That then connects onto this here, and then the switch connects onto there. And then Nate's actually fitted the rim at the moment, that's got the LEDs in, and all he has to do is just plug that end in. So once the shower turns on, the light will kick in. So that's the rim that Nate's fit. So there's like LEDs around all this, you can see. That's the little tail that comes off it. So that wires into there, like I said. That'll wire into the little pump switch. So when the shower turns on, it'll flick a switch and then send voltage coming out of here into here. And then all we're going to do is just give a permanent supply. So we're going to do like a little junction box, a bit of twin and earth on that, and then pick up a permanent supply. So we'll do that in a loft, and that'll just sit over there. So I'll bob him up here. And what else we've got in this hole I've got coming down is the niche lighting. So all we have to do is wire in the driver into one end, which is the mains, and wire the low voltage side into the driver. And then that end, we're just going to solder the LED strip on, get him stuck in, get the diffuser on, and then that'll be sorted. They want the LED strip to come on with the main lights, so this is the end line, so we're just going to wire this into that light once we're done, and then that'll power up the LED strip. Right, let's get cracking. So this is the 12 volt LED strip that the bathroom company supplied, and then they supply a little 12 volt transformer that plugs in for some reason. So we'll have to chop this, connect that to a bit of twin earth, and then connect that on with the lights. And then there's the 12 volt side, we'll just chop that, attach that onto the alarm cable which goes down to here, pick 2 pairs and get it soldered onto the LED strip. So I've got us connection for here all wired up, so that just goes into your driver. And then out the outside of the driver we've got a permanent supply which just clips along and then gets fed up from over there. So it's just a permanent feeder for lighting onto here. It's also RC protected, as a note. And then all Nate has to do is just plug in his little shower switch into there. It's already plugged in for the LEDs around here, so that'll work straight away as soon as he's done that. I think we'll probably move on to this LED strip. So we've also wired in for that now, so all we have to do is just solder the 12 volt strip onto there, get him stuck in, the diffuser in, and then that'll be done. So that's the solder iron ready to go. So we're going to pre-solder the ends, pre-solder this end, get 2 little blobs on the end of here if it'll focus, and then we can fuse them together, I'll solder them together, and then we'll just cut it to length and get him stuck in. So just wire that into there, which goes to the driver. Now it comes down the alarm cable, that powers up the LED strip. So I always like to check it's powered up before we stick it. If not, it's a nightmare when you stick it in, get the diffuser on, and it doesn't work. You don't want that. You want to make sure it works beforehand. And there we go, that's all stuck in now, so that's looking brilliant. Just got to get the little opaque diffuser over that, and you won't see any of that up the top left because all that'll be covered by the diffuser. So that's your little niche light done. Alright, Nate's got his shower in now, so that's ready to go. Obviously, I'm just saying that. So we've got the fan to wire up now, a little mirror, and the big mirror. So here's the mirror that's going up, this big thing. So there's a little connector, little connection box on the back. So we're just going to wire into that and then get him hung up. So that's it opened up, so just live in there on the left, then earth, then neutral. And then that'll be all wired up. Then we've got 2 hooks in the wall that this mirror just hooks into there. There he is, messing up my time lapse there. Right, I've got the mirror up, that's looking pretty sweet. So once it's all powered up, we'll just press this little button here and the LED will ping on around here, so it's going to look pretty sweet that. Right then, so we've got the base of the round mirror light to go in. So we've already marked it out, so we're going to get his tile bit here and then get him drilled out. That's the mirror wired up now, so once that pulls out like that, there's like a little switch which just kicks in the mirror. So that's that end wired up. There we go. So all we're going to do is just going to connect that into this supply here, and then this mirror will be powered up. Yeah, that's that mirror powered up now, looking great. Let's finally get the toilet in. Okay. Right then, so we've got the fan in now, that's looking great. So once we power that up in the loft, there's the isolator in the loft. Once we get it all powered up, that'll all work. So we've got the fan just on the mirror. So now all we've got to do is go up in the loft. We've got a connection to do for that, and we've got a connection to do for this mirror here. So we've done that connection in the loft now. So we've got this 3-gang switch on. So we've got this one here doing the bathroom lights. That also does the niche lights. What else we get? We get that one which does the fan, which has got an overrun. And then this one's just doing the landing light. So this one should work now. So let's just give that a test. And there you go. That's looking brilliant. Right, so we're just testing this this shower light to make sure the light's working. Obviously the screen's not in, so here's his volunteer to catch the water. Nope, is having a think. Nope, is having a think. There we go. So this is first time turning on, so it takes a while for the water to come through. Oh, we've got a little dribble. There we go. Should be a little white. Oh, there we go. LEDs come on. So, right, so microchip is working then. That's his LED light on. That does look brilliant on a night. Oh, press it again. Yeah, go on, turn it off. Look at that. Beautiful. Little rainfall shower. You like that, didn't you? Beautiful. Right then, so next little job was downstairs. We've got a cable hanging out, ready to power up this mirror. So that mirror's going to go up here. So what we've done is just hold up the mirror so the customer can see the mirror kind of in situ, and they want that as the top of the mirror. So the actual fixing holes, I took 10 down and drawn a level line, and then what we have to do now is get the distance from the centre of the mirror across to the fixing hole, and then we've got 2 points to drill then, just to make sure that the screws there for the mirror to line up into. So basically the screw's going to sit there and the screw's going to sit there. Right, so we've got those marks out, so we've got a fixing hole there and a fixing hole there. So let's get these drilled, get a screw in, then hang the mirror. After that we're going to wire it up, so we'll just do live earth neutral into there, and the way it switches on is like a button on the front, so we don't need to run it by a switch. So that just powers off the feed side of that fan, which is connected into this lighting circuit. Right then, so that's his mirror on, so get his level on, looking nice and level that. So that's just with one screw there, and then you leave it out maybe about 10mm, and the same again, screw in this side, and you just leave it out about 10mm. So I'm just going to leave the cover on it, because they've got some tiling to do and it'll get quite dusty in here. So we're just going to cover it up to make sure this stays nice and clean. So it's going to connect up in there now, and then this, we'll give it a little test through this sheet, see if it works. But we'll get it wired in there now, and then that'll be this mirror wired up. That's all wired up now. Just give it a little poke of the thumb. That's all on. So Nate's got this bathroom to do, the bathroom fitter. That's why it's there's nothing in at the moment. She's got a sink to do, little half tile up to here. So it's going to get half tile all the way around. That's a new tile and that. It'll look pretty nice. So yeah, this job's been pretty interesting. So we had this is the job with the hay walls. So as we're chopping out, there's just hay everywhere. So but as you can see, we've managed to chop out without making any mess. And I don't have to decorate, which is nice. And we've got the cables up the wall, as you saw in the last video, without making a mess. So we managed to fish up the wall, which is pretty awesome. But yeah, that's about it. Right, that's us done down here, so I'll just give you a little tour through. It's got the underfloor heating on. Again, we can't turn that on for another 2 weeks, just because the floor will crap basically, so the bathroom fitters ask us to leave that off. So we can't show you the control panel, but basically it's just a control panel where you can just set the times for it to come on and off and the temperature. We've got a 3-gang switch on, so like I said, we've got the fan, so you click that, fan kicks on, it's got an override, so we can just turn it off and it'll carry on for 15 minutes. I ordered it separately switched, but sometimes we wire it on with the bathroom light, so when they turn the light off there's an overrun. That's that. Bathroom light switch, landing switch. What else have we got? So the actual bathroom itself, we've got the mirror, so you just give it a little poke, that turns on and off. Sound, little shaver light again, just pull it out from the wall, that clicks in. Got a shaver socket, little niche light. Nate hadn't had a chance to put the shower screen in, but there should be a screen across there, like a piece of glass. Got the fan in, it's nice and quiet, and then you've got the rain shower. So again, we can't turn it on, otherwise there'll be water everywhere because the screen's not in. So yeah, that's us done down here. So if you like this kind of content, hit the like button, hit subscribe, hit the little bell notification so you know when we're next uploading. As always, have a good one from me, and I'll see you on the next one.